nobody will debate that the funnel isn't the number one place to turn a lead into a paying customer or paying client, right? Like that has been proven over and over again. And a lot of us have used funnels to create these amazing businesses. And as a result, we've neglected to think about the experience that someone has when they're moving through our funnels. Like if you put yourself in your client's shoes for a second, you think, okay, let's say I attended one of your webinars, Eric, and I'm like sitting there and I'm like, I'm one of the 97% of people that registered for the webinar, but I don't buy, right? Well, what am I going to do then, right? Like maybe you have some follow-up sequences. Maybe there's some retargeting stuff that you're going to put in front of me to try and nurture me and get me along. But what research am I going to do on my own, or potentially be looking for credibility indicators that's going to help me move along, right? So many $1 million and 2 Comma Club and beyond businesses have been built around a 3% conversion rate on registrants to a webinar, right?
So true.
And it's like, okay, if you can build $1 million business on 3%, like what about the other 97%? Like what about that? Like how can we tap into that? And the reality is that we need to figure out a way to do that. FunnelHub is a major step in tapping into that and overcoming what we call the trust tipping point. There are several things that we each need to buy into and know about you and your brand and your company and all those things before we're willing to take our credit card out of our wallet.
Sure.
And the FunnelHub helps to get somebody further up that mountain towards that tipping point and onto the other side where they're actually buying.
So how do you describe, we haven't done that yet, I think. So anybody that doesn't know what a FunnelHub is, maybe you should do that for the audience. Explain to them very briefly, elevator pitch, what is FunnelHub?
Yeah, it's exactly what somebody should find when they're looking for you online, right? And so simply put is what's the experience that someone's going to have when they're searching for your name, when they're searching for your product name, for your courses, when they're looking for those things, but they're trying to find the scams, the reviews, the dirt on you. Like, what do they find when they do that? Do they find the ripoff report that's unjust and shouldn't be there, and it's by somebody that didn't even do business with you? Or should they find something that you control, something that you own? That's the FunnelHub. The FunnelHub is a content-driven strategy. It's the place where they land. And this number one job of a FunnelHub is to accept that traffic, accept that visitor there, and get them back into the right funnel as soon as possible, right? Help them overcome some of the trust, overcome some of the things that are their points of concern, and get them into whether it's your high ticket funnel. Are they ready for your high ticket funnel? Let's get them there. Are they ready for something? They don't know really who you are, and they just heard of you because of a podcast that you were on, and they look for, Mike Schmidt or AJ Rivera from Agency Coach. It's like they should find agencycoach.com, right?
Yeah.
And they should see what we're all about. And maybe they're just ready for an opt-in, a freebie, a giveaway, right? The whole idea is that we want to make sure that that's what's happening. But the reality is that most websites are a choose your own adventure. And I think that's what Russell's throwing rocks at when he's looking at websites and proclaiming the death of them, is that, a website that's a choose your own adventure just means that there's a series of random pages stuck together with no intention, no really consideration as to what are the steps or things that people need to see. And it has nothing that guides them back into the places where they need to be. And so that's why a funnel is so great, because it's a very much a choreographed dance of funnel step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. But the FunnelHub's job is to accept people no matter where they're at in their buying cycle and the life cycle of your business, and get them overcome any sort of distrust and get them back into the funnel, because that's where the magic happens.